When a scrawny, freckled girl with bright red hair arrives on Prince Edward Island, Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert are taken by surprise. They'd asked for a quiet boy to help with the farm work at Green Gables. But how can you return a friendless little girl to a grim orphanage when she tells you her life so far has been a perfect graveyard of buried hopes? When she longs so dearly to belong, and so the beguiling chatterbox stays. Full of dreams, warmth, and spirit, it is not long before Anne Shirley wins their heart.
Hi, hello there, how are you? I hope you're all doing well, because I'm doing fine, because I have started reading Anne of Green Gables. Yes! I am so deeply happy that we are reading this with the Game of Thrones book club. I would have probably read the whole series by myself at some point if they hadn't decided to read it, but that was the perfect opportunity. And I feel like I'm such in an Anne of Green Gables mood, you know. So I decided that I would make, a little vlog, a little diary, a little video for every book that I'm going to read. And I hope that all of them will be interesting, because this one has more stuff since I'm preparing, especially for the journal. Like, I'm preparing my journal and all that stuff, yes, which will not be, I will also be, never mind what I'm saying. I will be journaling a bit in all of them, but I hope the others will be as interesting. And I hope I will be able to do interesting things while I read all of these books. Yes, that's all. And so I have decided to get a whole new little notebook, and I've unboxed my little stationery shopping in my last vlog. But yes, I just wanted a small notebook, whatever size. I went with the traveler's size and not the passport size, because I felt like I really wanted to just put pictures in, quotes, and my book reviews, basically. That's all I really wanted to do. But since I really wanted to write all of the quotes that I liked in the books in my notebook, I felt like the travel size would be better, because the passport size would be smaller. And also, I think the main thing that made me get the traveler size instead of the passport size is because the only passport size notebook from the traveler's company that I could find were bright, deep green. And I love green. But that green, no, absolute no. So I went with the travel size, and I'm really happy that I did, because now I have a nice brown cover that I will be able to decorate probably in the next video, because I have prepared it for the hate books. Like, I have spaced out all of the pages so that each book can have the same amount of pages in the notebook, and it's actually perfect. There are 7 pages for each book, which I hope is enough, but also if I need less pages, then yay, I guess. but also if I don't need that many pages, I will have to use that journal for something else at the end, which is why I don't know yet if I'm going to do the cover as Anne of Green Gable or if I will just do like a reading journal cover, because it could be anything else. I don't know if you got what I'm saying. I hope you did. Anyway, so that's just something that I really, really wanted to do, especially going into that series, because I know L.M. Montgomery's writing is like really poetic and whimsical, and there are so many quotes from those books that I see everywhere. And yeah, so I knew I really, really wanted to put all of the quotes that I liked somewhere, because I think I am going to be annotating those books. I'm not sure yet, but annotating and having something that only has the quotes that I like in is totally different. And I don't know, I've just been really wanting to journal for specific and little things, so I'm really happy that I did that. And I am currently 70 pages in Anne of Green Gables. 78, actually, 78. I'm on chapter 9, and it's going so well. I had actually started reading Anne of Green Gables a while back, and I had DNF'd it. I know. Don't get mad at me. But I had DNF'd it. And I think this was mainly because I had started reading it in English when I was just starting reading in English. And I don't really remember why I didn't like it, why I DNF'd it. So I can only speculate. But I think it's because I wasn't that much into English. And I know my English is not perfect and will never be, because it's English and it's always ever changing, and you're always learning a language. You can never truly know it. But I think I wasn't good enough at that time. And since L.M. Montgomery's writing is such... It's not even hard. Now that I'm reading it now, I don't find it hard at all, but I can see why it would be for younger me. And I think truly that must be the reason why I DNF'd it at the time. And maybe I should have read it in French at the time, but I'm also really glad that I didn't, because now I get to read it in the original language. It is the original language, right? Yes, it is. It is, obviously, it is. I don't know why I got... Anyway, I'm just really happy that I'm able to read it in the original language now, and that I'm able to enjoy it, truly, because I am enjoying it so much, and I knew that I would enjoy it so much, because it's just the kind of books that I would enjoy, and I already had loved Anne with an E, which is why I had bought the book in English. I had watched Anne with an E when it came out, I think, which, when you think about it, was many years ago, but I had watched it and loved it, absolutely loved it, and so I wanted to read the book, and that's why I got the book, and then I just didn't finish it. I don't actually know when I stopped the first time I read the book. I don't know what page I was on. I think I don't think I made it that far the first time I tried to read it. But yeah, I had actually DNF'd it and sold the book. So it's a funny thing. But I'm really happy that I'm now rereading it and enjoying it, because I have 8 books to go through, so that would be sad if I wasn't. But I wouldn't have bought the whole series if I knew that I wasn't going to love it. You know what I mean? Anyway, that is it. What else can I say on this? It's Anne. Anne goes on many talks about imagination and lovely things like the trees, the lakes, the ways, and we haven't met Diana yet. So basically where I'm at, it's not really a spoiler, is it? I feel like everyone knows what this is about. Where I'm at, Anne is finally permanently, I'm not sure yet because I don't remember exactly what happens. I mean, I do know, but we know that she is going to be staying at Green Gables. And that's it. That's it, actually. We've met Marilla and Matthew, obviously, but we haven't met anyone else that is a main character in the series yet. We haven't met Diana, and I'm really excited to meet Diana, actually, because I know they have such a beautiful friendship, and I love them two together. So I can't wait to read about when they meet, and just to read about them. That's all. That is all. Anyway, I have talked a lot, and I think it's enough. So I will update you later on when I've made more progress in the book. See you!
So at this point, I had decided that I was going to annotate Anne of Green Gables. I think I was around the 215 or 50 even pages mark. I was really, really far into the book when I knew I was going to mark up the pages with tabs, but technically I still haven't annotated. I've only just put tabs in. Maybe I will go back and annotate the whole book. I don't know. But I did put tabs in, and I really love that because I can just go back and look at all of the quotes, all of the passages, and all of the scenes that I loved in this book, which is the whole point of annotating, really. So yeah, that was when I decided to put my tabs in, and I think I will be talking a little bit about my thoughts on the book. Just a few minutes later, you will see that. So while we annotate some more, I'm going to read you maybe a little quote. Okay. I think one of the things that I love most about this book is definitely the relationships. The relationships that Anne has with everyone, and the one that she has with Marilla, while it can be not weird, I don't know what to call it. I mean, I know, because we are sometimes in Marilla's thought process, so we know things that Anne maybe doesn't know, and I think that's sad, first of all, but I love when we are in Marilla's thought process, because she loves Anne so, so dearly. So let me read you a quote that's on page 58, and none of the quotes that I'm going to tell you are spoilery, I don't think. I mean, no, they're not. So this one is on page 58. Marilla looked at Anne and softened at the sight of the child's face with its look of mute misery, the misery of a helpless little creature who finds itself once more caught in the trap from which it had escaped. Marilla felt an uncomfortable conviction that, if she denied the appeal of that look, it would haunt her to her dying day. And I have a few more of just Marilla, just loving the little girl that she adopted. So this one is on page 166, and I love that one. Marilla, striving to overcome that unholy tendency to laughter, which she was dismayed to find growing up on her. And indeed, when she told the whole story to Matthew that night, she did laugh heartily over Anne's tribulations. But when she slipped into the east gable before going to bed and found that Anne had cried herself to sleep, an unaccustomed softness crept into her face. Poor little soul, she murmured, lifting a loose curl of her hair from the child's tear-stained face. Then she bent down and kissed the flushed cheek on the pillow. And I think I have another one, but it's at the end of the book, and I will probably read you that one at the end of the vlog, because I have some things to say about all of this, and this quote embodies perfectly one of the things that I will be saying at the end. So yeah, I'll see you later. I am currently on chapter 27, and 271 pages in. I have, I think, 120 more pages. I think this is like 193 something, 300. Yeah, 391. So I have a little bit over 100 pages left, and I kind of want to finish it tonight because it is good. It is so very, very good. And you can see I've also annotated.
I mean, not annotated, just marked up the pages. I don't know if I will be annotating yet. I don't know. I'm very indecisive about that. I don't know if I will be writing in the book, but I have marked up all the pages that I like, and I very much love that. And I know, like, I haven't seen anyone annotate like that. I mean, like, I don't like it when it sticks out. And so, I mean, usually there is a little bit of sticking out that I do, but since this is a box set and like it's very tight in there, and I'm going to put it back in the box set, so I don't want anything sticking out that could like hurt the pages or just rip off or just, be, yeah. So nothing is sticking out, but you can still see the colors, and when you flip through, you can see all of it. And I'm loving it like that, actually. So I may be doing my annotating like that forever. Yeah, that is it. Do I have any thoughts about the book? I mean, I'm still loving it very much. I'm still loving Anne and Marilla and Matthew and Diana and Gilbert too. And it's super fun. I have to say, I didn't think that it would be that fast. When I watched the Netflix show, I think they showed like a lot more. I mean, they didn't show more, but it felt like there was less time passing by in between the chapters and stuff. But in here, like, I think it's been more than a full year, like a year and a half already since she has been in Green Gables. And it's like just one book. So I'm really wondering what happens in the other books. Because this is fast. Like, this is basically 2 years of her life in one book. Wow. But also, I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm eating it up. And I can't wait to finish it tonight if I can. Like, if I can't finish it, it's fine. But I will be trying to finish it. And I just love these covers. I'm so glad I was able to find the entire box set of these covers, because look at these. This one is a little bit like damaged in some places. Like, I don't know if you can see, there's like a cut. I think there was a cutter, like someone just there, but honestly, other than that, it's pretty fine. And yeah, I'm kind of really excited to rewatch the show, because I had loved that show when I watched it first. And after reading the book again, after reading the book, it's just, I just really want to rewatch it so badly, because I haven't rewatched it at all. I think I watched it years ago, and I've never rewatched it, even though I think about it a lot. It is still pretty clear in my mind. So maybe I will be doing that after finishing the first book. Anyway, I'll be finishing this.
I guess this is gonna be a big spoiler if you haven't read the book. So if you haven't read the book and want to read it, do not look for the next, 30 seconds, a minute. I am on chapter 37, and I am not pleased with that last line and the name of that chapter. No, I refuse. I refuse. I am 373 pages in. I only have 20 pages left, and I am scared. I am scared, okay? I do not want this. Here we are. I have finished Anne of Green Gables. Yay! Round of applause for me. Even though I did not finish it in time to read the second book in May, like I was supposed to for the Game of Thrones book club, but it's fine. I don't care that much. I mean, I do, because I want to read them all with the book club, but it is fine if I'm late. Anyway, I have finished it, and that was such a book. Like, it's truly magical, and I'm so happy that I decided to read the entire series, because this is amazing. Anne is the greatest character ever, and I love that in all of the reading that I've done throughout the years, and I've done a lot, I don't think I've related to a character that much. I don't really relate to characters ever, and it felt so great to be able to relate to one. I don't know, yeah, it just felt amazing. And it's not, I don't relate to her much in how she acts, more so how she thinks. Like, there are so many passages and scenes and things that she says where I'm like, oh my god, I think the same way. And that was so great. Especially the things about childhood. Yes, so many, like, and I think this is why I told you earlier that there is a lot of time going by in this book. Like, there are 4 years of life, if I'm not mistaken. And as Marilla says at the end, I think I thought that it was going by too fast because I didn't want to see her grow up. And yeah, I'm definitely really sad about the ending. Don't get me started on that ending. I am so sad, but also so happy, but also so sad, but also so happy. And yeah, I can't wait to read all of the other books. And I can kind of see myself relating to Marilla more and more as the time goes by, kind of. Because all of these characters are amazing. I love them all so much. And yes, I don't know what I'm going to be thinking about the second book. I hope I love it as much, but I mean, from what I've heard, these books are all great, so I cannot wait and to start the second book. Overall, this was such a great book, and L.M. Montgomery's writing is absolutely superior. I have to say this. And I just, again, I can't wait to read the second book, so I guess I'll see you for a second and diary and vlog. And I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the first one. I hope you're excited to see the second one, because I will be doing a second one regardless. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Oh god.